Hello everyone, welcome along to the Art of Communication. If you want to communicate effectively to those around you in either a personal setting or in a business setting, it's really important that you start with understanding them, understanding how their brain works, understanding how they make their decisions. So in this video, we're going to briefly be talking about how people make decisions and what are the impacts that they have on their decision making. The reason is once you understand that, then you can understand how to communicate with each person differently and how each one will have a different requirement to make sure that your communication is the most effective that you can make it. So please come along with this, and you'll need a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil. And we start by taking that piece of paper and we draw a straight line down the middle from the top to the bottom. Now, we're going to be talking about decision making. Why do people make decisions? What's the main drivers that they have when they're making decisions? At the top of that line, down the center of your page, you're going to write the word fast. Some people make decisions very quickly. They will make decisions speedily, and therefore they are going to be towards the top end of that line when it comes to decision making. At the opposite end is going to be slow. However, it's really important that the words you use when you're talking with people who like to take a bit more time over their decision making, don't call them slow. They don't like being called slow. They like to think that they are considering all of the impacts and the things that they have to take into consideration. So if you say that you are slow in your decision making, you're going to switch them off. So don't call them slow. So on that line from the top to the bottom, you've got fast decision makers, people who want to make a decision quickly, and more considered decision makers. And that's really important when you are presenting the facts, the information regarding your product, your service, or whatever it is you want to get the individual to do for you. Some people will make a decision quickly. Some people need to take more time over it. And the way you serve up the information to those people will make a difference as to whether you are successful or not. On that same piece of paper that you have in front of you, now draw a line from the left to the right across the middle. Left to the right across the middle. On the right hand side, you're going to write the word emotion on the right hand side. And what we mean by that is that some people will make decisions based on the emotional connection that they have with the facts and the detail and the information that are put in front of them. So emotion is on the right hand side of that quadrant, and on the left hand side is detail and data and facts. So if you look around the line that you've now got 4 squares. At the top you've got the fast decision maker. On the left hand side, in the top left hand corner, you've got someone who is fast and is going to make a decision based on information. They will not make their decisions based on emotion. They will make their decisions quickly based on results, how quickly they can get their results. And so we in Integrus, we codify them as being red. And you'll see why when we get further into the individual videos and the snippets. It makes it easier for us to understand and how to present the facts and the figures to them. So the people in the top left-hand corner of that quadrant that you have in front of you, they are called reds. And on one of the subsequent videos here, we're going to go deeply into how reds think and what you should say to reds and what you should avoid saying to reds. So, top left hand corner on the quadrant in front of you are reds. In the top right hand corner, the people who live in that world, they make decisions quickly, but they make decisions on emotional basis. They love fun. They love being part of a team, and their main driver is innovation. So they are the ones who will sign up for things which are new or innovative, and so they love doing that. So those people in the top right hand corner, they are what we call yellows. So top left hand corner is reds, top right hand corner is yellows. Let's move down to the bottom right hand corner of the quadrant that you have in front of you. Those are people who they like to take a bit more time to consider the information that's being put in front of them, and they will make their decision based on relationships. We call them greens. So you've heard the phrase people buy people. Well, those people in the bottom right hand corner, the greens, are the ones who will do that. They will buy, they will do what you ask them to do because they know you, they like you, and they trust you. It's relationships. People buy people. The price of the thing for greens is not the main deciding factor. The relationship, how much they like you and trust you, is the main deciding factor. So if you're trying to sell something to a green, you have to emphasize the relationship that you have with them, or you would like to have with them, to be there for them, to support them, and actually to build community. That's very important for greens. And of course, in the bottom left-hand corner, you've then got the other part of the population, which we call blues. So what is it that blues need to make their decisions? They make decisions based on fact, based on data, and you have to give them time to assimilate, to take in all the facts and all the data. And one of the things you should definitely not do with a blue is don't try and force them to make a decision. In fact, the best way you can get a successful conversation with a blue is to ask them to think about what information you're putting in front of them, and then say, I'll come back to you on it. Don't try and force them into a sale, because the answer will be no. They want to take the data, they want to understand the testimonials, the videos, all of the information you have that you can prove that the service or the product that you're offering actually works and works well. They will take it, they'll look at it, they'll read it, they'll digest it. And to do that, you have to give them time. So there you have 4 different styles of decision making that you have to understand, and you have to identify the person and what predominant style that each person has, and then you can start to communicate with them in that style. That's the starting point. And in the future videos, we're going to go deeper into it to explain more about how you can connect positively with each different style of person, and how you can identify each different style of person so you don't start to have the wrong art of communication with the wrong person who's listening in a different language to you. So there you go. Hopefully that's a good start for you. Put down that onto the piece of paper, and please let me know if I can help you any further, and I look forward to seeing you on the next videos. Thank you. See you on the next video. Bye.